Hello and welcome to episode 23 of Willing Snackrifice. I'm Mike.
I'm Liz.
And I'm Shaun.
Yes,
Yay!
today we have special guest, Brother Shaun, in the house.
Yeah.
You can catch him out regularly on WWO Podcast and Jim's BBQ Podcast. WWO is a professional wrestling themed podcast. And then Jim's BBQ is a comedy podcast. So you can check him out on those shows quite on the regular. But he occasionally joins us here for Snackrifice, and he was more than willing to Snackrifice with us today.
Were you more than willing? Or were you just willing?
Semi-willing.
I guess I was hungry.
He was hungry. Well, let's
I
see
was
what
ready
his
to snack.
let's see what his snackability is like
Original
today.
smack.
With some smack.
Yes.
We learned today that smack is Polish for flavor.
Yeah.
That's a fun word. Smack.
Smack. Smack.
I don't even know how it's pronounced. I'm just
Is it-
assuming
is it-
smack.
We're assuming smack, but it might be
Smack.
smack. Smack. There's got to be a in it, right?
Maybe. I don't know. But why don't we get to the snacks? Because we got a lot of snacks.
Smocks.
Smocks. So yeah, we got quite the backlog of Universal Yums snack boxes. We like Universal Yums. You get snacks from all over the world every month at your doorstep. We're not sponsored by them, but we do enjoy their boxes.
They're not from all over the universe.
So far, they're from all over the world. We haven't gotten any from
Mars.
Mars.
I would have turned my face, but it would have either sneezed on Shaun or you.
And
Oh, bless you. Instead, you just sneezed on the audience. Not COVID.
Not COVID. Hashtag not COVID.
So this was a bit of a unique box this month in that we actually have a box. As you can see, the color is red. It's from the holiday season. So they did snacks from all over the world. And I mean, we just started this. You could have done this before.
I sneezed. Sorry, and I also didn't want to blow my nose on live.
Liz gets 10 minutes into like a long trip, and she's like, I have to go pay.
No, I'm sorry. I apologize to our 2 viewers.
One of which is you because you're on it on your phone. But yes.
Anyway, holiday box.
Season's Greetings from Everywhere is the title. I don't know if you can see that or not, but yeah. So we're a little bit behind, but that's okay.
And
Well-
normally these are from individual countries per month, but the holiday box is everywhere. It's probably
From all over the world.
whatever they
All
had
over the universe.
laying around from previous boxes.
From whatever they had in the Universal Yums warehouse.
Yep.
And I'm just looking for something to write on
We'll
because
see how they celebrated the holidays in Alderaan.
as they do, they give you like a little ratings chart, and we like to rate the snacks as we try them.
Yay!
So I'm just making like a little chart here. My handy dandy marker.
Is it like magic marker?
Yeah.
Oh, picture pages. Sorry, that's probably
All
not
right.
appropriate
Well,
anymore.
Liz, I mean, you tend to do the book, so why don't you open the book up, and you could even give Shaun the first trivia question if you'd like.
Sure. Hungry for a trip around the world?
Sure.
That wasn't the trivia question.
I got that correct.
On the first day of Ramadan, residents of Istanbul are woken up at 2:30 a.m. by A, a 30-minute firework display, B, an Amber Alert on their phones, C, 2,000 drummers, or D, a wailing siren from every mosque.
I'd be like wailing siren.
Okay. The answer is actually C, 2,000 drummers at 2:30 in the morning.
But it's not the Amber Alert.
I know.
It's like Amber. What? Why? Why would there be an Amber Alert?
Could you imagine? Like that's normally like when somebody gets abducted
Right,
or
a
something
child.
bad is happening, and all of a sudden they're using that to celebrate.
That would be terrible. One thing's for certain: you don't need an alarm clock during Ramadan. Throughout this holy month, thousands of brightly dressed drummers wander the streets of Istanbul, waking residents for sahur. Sorry if I said that wrong. Or seher. The last pre-dawn meal before fasting begins. Participants in this festive affair are often descended from families who have been drumming for centuries. They're waking you up to eat before you have to fast for the day.
Okay.
All right.
So let's get started. Start here at the, making sure there's no allergies here. Green leaf and red flower popcorn. You can't have any of that.
Wait, I can?
Cannot. It is a strawberry and matcha
Oh.
popcorn combo
Well,
from Taiwan. When something is a good match, Taiwanese and Chinese people refer to it as a red flower and green leaves. It's meant to signify how outstanding and conspicuous the pairing is. Well, as of today, this poetic phrase now applies to popcorn. Pop Smile, the Taiwanese company that manufactures this popcorn, they also have a popcorn-themed amusement park, but that's a story for another day, specifically developed this flavor to materialize the widely used expression. Matcha tea popcorn would have probably been conspicuous enough. Conspicuous. They keep using that word. I don't know if that's the word. Conspicuous. Anyway, but with the combination of strawberry popcorn, it's outstanding. Try the pieces separately, then together, and see if you don't agree.
I kind of want to go to the popcorn themed amusement park, don't you?
Yeah, I would. I'd go. Well,
Sounds like if it's not all like strawberry.
strawberry.
So how about we
Raspberry.
invite him over for a sacrifice,
And
I
the
walked
first
in and
thing
break
you're
out
eating, you can't
knives.
have.
and like we invite him over to do Snackrifice, and the first snack has something he can't try.
Sorry.
That's fine.
So yeah, I mean they're.
Just to try the individual different flavors first.
I
And
mean
then
I
try
don't know if
them
that comes
together.
up good on the camera, but that is pink in color.
I don't know if you can see they're pink and green.
It tastes like Well, I'll let you go first.
It smells like strawberry quick. It tastes like strawberry quick. Ugh.
Not good?
The green is terrible, but I don't like matcha. Ah!
Ah,
Do you think Shaun could try the matcha or?
No, because it's
probably
touched the
been
strawberry.
touching, yeah.
Oh, it
And if
tastes
it's
like
like real.
seaweed. Sorry, no. Nope. Blech.
It's better when you combine it with the strawberry. I feel like the strawberry overpowers it a little bit. The strawberry to me tasted like a because it's artificially flavored, like a breakfast cereal.
Yeah, like
Oh, like cranberry?
Kind of, yeah.
yeah, it tasted like fake strawberry. I don't know if there's any real strawberry in it, but no, I take a chance.
Yeah. No.
But the green, not good. The green is not good, and it ruined when you ate it with the strawberry. It was just like, let's just have the strawberry popcorn. The combination of green and red is conspicuously bad. Ugh.
All right, Liz, what is your ranking on this snack out of 5? 1 out or 5 being the best? Like 1 to 5.
If it was just the strawberry, it would have been probably a 3, but I'm gonna give it a 2 because blech.
I'm with you. I'll go 2 on it. It wasn't very good. Shaun, I mean, I guess NA.
Yeah.
You want to smell it?
I could smell it.
You can just grade the smell.
I mean, grade it on smell.
Oh, do you want to grade? Yeah, you could grade it on smell.
I mean, that's tough to do.
Does it smell like strawberry?
Kinda a little bit, but I don't know. It's sort of nondescript. I don't know. Yeah, I can't really give that a good grade on smell alone.
All right. So, Liz, what do we have next?
Next.
It's the raspberry.
No, but I can already tell I'm not going to like it. Or I'm going to assume I'm not going to like it. It is a goat cheese and Espelette chili potato chip
Oh,
from France.
Oh la la.
Chips with cream and a hint of heat. Well, while we're on the topic of plants, let's talk about festive chili peppers. Long before the Christmas tree, Europeans decorated their homes in bright green, red, and yellow peppers for the holidays. What happened to this tradition? Basically, marketing. In the early 1900s, the LA-based Eck family produced a new strain of poinsettias that were sturdier and longer lasting in cool temperatures. They advertised the poinsettias, heavily during Christmas, and away went the centuries-old tradition of decorating with peppers. Apparently, some people still respect tradition, though, because the folks in France's Basque region have been using something in French that means Espelette pepper in their culinary creations for centuries, and their chips since 1995.
So it's a ridged chip. It smells cheesy. Sean's got the bag.
My concern is I don't like goat cheese
I understand.
because goat cheese tastes like goat smell. Yep. Oh, it's very goaty. I'm honest to God not a picky eater, but some of this is not. I'm glad I got a small one.
not bad.
Ugh, why?
Liz is really loving this box.
Not at all. Matcha.
Yeah.
Matcha I don't like, and that was number one. Goat cheese. Oh, for the love of God.
I did get a little bit of
Goat. Barnyard.
I did get a little chili,
Ugh.
like a little bit of heat from a chili. But yeah, it's very
Goaty.
goat cheese.
Goaty.
Like,
Nah.
Sean seems to like those.
The
Sean, where would you put those at?
garbage.
In my mouth.
Mm.
1 to 5, Sean.
I'll do a. Can I do like half or
Mhm.
quarters?
Yeah,
and
you
stuff?
can do Star Search style.
Okay.
Old school reference there.
I'll do a like a 3.5.
3.5. Okay. Liz?
0.
0?
Uh,
Oh, we said 1 to 5, so I gotta get
0.5.
0.5. I guess 0 is it. We can put 0.
And that's not slamming. If you like goat cheese, if you enjoy the barnyard taste, then I mean, ugh,
Sean's really digging those chips.
you might want to get some before they're gone.
I might change my score. Do
Really?
you want more?
Ugh.
No, I mean, if you want to, you can. I mean, I don't care.
Well, if there's another, I'll save these if there's another snack I can't have.
All right. I'm going to go with a 3 on these.
Goat cheese is just one of those things that Mike doesn't
It's
eat
strong.
often because I don't like it, so therefore I'm not going to cook with it.
I mean, I know like when we went, I've gone there a couple times. We went to there's a farm, a dairy farm, south of here, and they do they're like renowned for their goat cheeses. They're usually pretty good. I don't mind them. I know you tried them, but you were really not a fan.
I mean, I'll continue to try them. I mean, there's someday there might be one that I do enjoy.
That's
But,
less goaty.
That's less goaty. But honest to God, it smells like when you go to a petting zoo and they put the food in your hand and you go feed the goats. It smells like a petting zoo taste. That flavor. I can't do it. I just can't. Want a trivia
I
question?
understand. Yeah, why don't we do a trivia question? We like to break it up a little bit and do the trivia questions out of the book, just because it's fun.
On New Year's Eve, residents of Denmark must blank for good luck. PG, PG. Jump off a chair.
Oh, there's options.
Oh, okay.
Jump off a chair, eat a clove of garlic, take 17 steps backwards, or see a child smile.
Garlic.
Garlic.
They must jump off a chair.
Oh,
Off a chair.
There's a lot of climbing going on in Denmark before the midnight countdown. The act of jumping into the new year is meant to express their excitement and hope for better days ahead. Not a jumper? That's not good. Not good at all. It's said that you have bad luck for the entire new year. Yikes.
Wow.
You better start hopping.
Jumping.
all right.
Come on, no whammies, no whammies. Number 3 is Prosecco bonbons
Oh.
from the UK. Thank you for hopefully redeeming this box, United Kingdom. The bubbliest British candy there ever was. You might think Prosecco is more of an Italian thing, and you'd be right. Italians are the most prolific drinkers of Prosecco, followed by the British, who drink 1/3 of all the Prosecco produced in the world.
Wow.
While we won't assume they drink it all on New Year's Eve, they do ring in the new year with a glass of Prosecco or two. Enjoy the non-alcoholic candy inspired by the bubbly drink this new year. A little late. And revel in the fact that you're enjoying one of the UK's most traditional sweets. Bristow's of Devon, who makes these traditionally chewy bonbons, is the only candy maker in the UK who still does.
They have a familiar flavor to them.
Wine.
No, like another candy.
I don't know, but they're good.
I don't know.
Did you show the bag?
They're not bad.
Sour.
Yeah, a little sour. Yeah.
And sweet. And chewy.
They have a weird, kind of artificial plasticky taste to start with until you start to chew them.
They do. There's like a wax or something
Yeah.
that you have to get through to get to the chewy bit.
After that, not bad.
Interesting. They're definitely interesting.
Mhm.
It's funny that they're the only manufacturer of these.
They're definitely an improvement over the last two things.
Do you think it's like a thing where they have these so kids can partake in the prosecco the
Maybe.
adults, you know?
Instead of like sparkling grape juice or something.
Yeah.
I enjoyed that. That's tasty candy. I would give that
Oh, yeah.
I would give that a 4.
A 4. Wow.
Yep. Maybe I'd give it the 4. The reason it's not above a 4 is because, like Shaun said, there's like a plasticky taste to start with, or a waxy taste that you have to get through until it softens.
Yeah.
I'm gonna stick with. I'm gonna go with a 3 on this.
I'm going 2.5.
Really? You
Yeah.
didn't like them, huh?
Yeah, I think that like that plasticky, waxy taste was kind of a little overpowering for me. That stuck with me
Mhm.
even as it got like a little sour and kind of like the more of the flavor came out. It still was like it. It was like the prominent flavor for me.
Okay. The next one is from another one from France. It is popcorn flavored chocolate truffles. Rich cocoa truffles with a salty surprise. Are you out of ideas for what to make for dessert on Christmas?
No.
No.
French pastry chef Louis Dufour, or Dufour, stop, whipped up a batch of ganache, mixing chocolate and cream into a velvety chocolate paste. He then shaped the paste into round balls, dipped the balls into melted chocolate, rolled the balls in fine cocoa powder, and voila, the world's first chocolate truffle.
Voila.
Voila. This was way back in 1895. And with this delightfully rich truffle, you can taste that the recipe hasn't changed much, save for the addition of caramelized popcorn bits. That's 126 years of progress.
All right. Shaun's got the package.
Toothies?
I'm confident.
Smell dark chocolatey. The chocolate is very creamy
No.
and dark. It's not milk chocolate.
I like that.
I like that.
I like the chocolate. There's something.
Yeah.
There's a weird aspect to these, though.
You want a second one? Because there's enough for each of us to have one more.
Yeah.
Give it to Mike when you're done. They're very small.
There's a weird aspect to these.
They taste burnt. The popcorn inside
A
tastes
little
burnt.
bit, yeah.
It doesn't taste like caramel corn. It tastes like burnt popcorn in the middle, or burnt popcorn crumbles.
Yeah, and that's exactly what I was headed towards. It tastes like those kernels that like when you make microwave popcorn and they got a little too dark.
Yeah.
The chocolate's great. I love
The second one I had wasn't as bad. Doesn't taste like popcorn. It does taste burnt. That truffle would be delicious if it didn't have the burnt popcorn in it.
Yeah.
The chocolate was really good.
If I had a well-cooked piece of like a nicely cooked piece of popcorn or whatever.
Or like a crumbled up piece of Crunching Munch.
Mm-hmm.
Like butter toffee popcorn.
I mean, sadly, that takes that down a couple of points for me. You know, I just
like the consistency of the chocolate is really good. It's creamy. It's really chocolatey. The cocoa on the outside is really good. But then you get that burnt popcorn flavor. And it sticks in your teeth. It is unfortunate.
it's kind of unpleasant.
That second one did not have the burnt flavor, so I really enjoyed that. So if I'm grading on the second one, I'm probably going like a 4, maybe even a 4.25.
I mean, that's the thing is like that burnt popcorn taste has stuck with me.
It's lingered.
It's lingered like significantly. So I knocked it down. From like up 5 being perfect, I knocked it down 1.5. I went to 3.5 with it because the chocolate is great.
Yeah, like you let it like melt and it just like coats like your tongue.
Yeah,
and,
there's
like, your
no
mouth.
resistance
It's
to
so
it at all. Like your teeth are unnecessary.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So you said 4, right, Shaun?
I'm gonna go 4.25.
Oh,
that
4.25.
second piece was really good, and like the popcorn was nice. It wasn't burnt, and I didn't. My first piece it was slightly there with the burnt, so it didn't like overpower the second piece. So
The second piece I had was less burnt tasting, and I don't know if that was because I was prepared for it,
Mhm.
or if it was truly less burnt tasting. But you're right, it does bring it down to like, I put it at 3.5. It would have been 4.5 if it weren't for the burnt
Yeah.
taste. All right, Shaun.
More trivia.
Yep. Anybody who watches Great British Bake Off will know this one. Shaun, Norway's holiday kransekake cake.
What? What was it again?
Kransekake
Oh, okay.
cake contains a solid gold coin, a bottle of wine, smoked salmon, or a black pearl.
Wait, a bottle of wine, smoked salmon.
A gold coin, or a black pearl.
I don't know, gold coin.
The answer is a bottle of wine.
Wow. That was
Best
something.
cake ever. This tall, cone-shaped 18-layer cake is decorated with ornaments, flags, and firecrackers. Served on Christmas or for the New Year, the towering treat is eaten layer by layer, slowly revealing an entire bottle of wine at the center. Cheers. Got one?
Sure.
What is considered bad luck if you do it the 2 days after the Taiwanese New Year? Eating leftover food, cleaning the house, sharing a meal with strangers, or wearing new clothes?
Wearing new clothes.
Nope, it's cleaning the house.
Oh,
Oh.
After the Lunar New Year in Taiwan, it is believed the house is blessed with good fortune. So throwing anything away, even trash or dust, could get rid of all of your luck. Instead, you're supposed to wait a few days to let the good fortune sink in before doing any cleaning. We can get on board with this. Next one is, might be good, from Argentina. It is a dulce de leche or dulce de leche filled plum cake. Soft and airy with dulce de leche jam inside. We have the ultimate solution for family peace this holiday season. It's in this cake. It's not the airy, soft cake itself, though, but the filling inside. Dulce de leche. According to legend, the politician Juan Manuel de la Rosa had a maid who accidentally cooked milk and sugar for too long on the stove. When she returned, the concoction was so gooey and sweet, she thought she'd need to throw it away, but de la Rosa sampled it and loved it so much that he shared it with his political enemy, who was also his cousin, as they discussed a peace treaty. Basically, what we're saying is that once everyone in your family tries this famous Argentinian Christmas cake, they might just start agreeing on, well, we don't really know, but at least they'll agree that it's delicious. I'm going to keep that stick roll.
and there's Shaun's piece. And
That doesn't have anything. It's not dry.
No.
It's got that weird, like, alcoholic flavor.
like preservatives.
Mm-hmm. It would be good if it didn't have that weird preservative flavor.
Oh, we got get rid of the cat first.
It was on your hands, not on the thing.
Yeah, no.
He's been petting the cat this whole time.
Sadly, not a fan of that one. Just kind of meh to me.
Yeah, I mean, it was slightly better than a Twinkie, which
Yeah.
take that how you will.
I'd go 2.5 on that.
I'd give it 2.75.
Like not
Yeah,
much to it.
I'm probably right there at about like a 2.5 to 2 3/4. Yeah, I'll just say 2.5. So you have something to mark down. What?
Yeah. So I mean, it was just like a vanilla-y sponge cake with a cream center. It didn't have that caramelly dulce de leche taste, but it had this weird preservative flavor to it. If I was a kid, I would love it. It wouldn't bother me. But as a grown up, maybe not so much.
I wish there was more of the filling, or like that the filling stood out to me more.
Yeah, I mean, it kind of, you couldn't really differentiate it from the cake.
Yeah.
Our next one is from Jordan. It's assorted baklava. Layers of flaky dough with crushed cashews. Baklava. Jordan's favorite holiday treat. Made from paper-thin phyllo pastry, syrup, and nuts. This delicate dessert is served every year on Eid al-Fitr to mark the end. Sorry if I'm butchering that holiday. I don't know how to say it. To mark the end of the month-long Ramadan fast. This particular baklava is made by a famous restaurant in Amman called Subi Jabri and Sons. The restaurant has been the exclusive caterer for 4 generations of Jordanian royal families, and in 1990 was honored by the King of Jordan for its contributions to the local economy. We've been supporting the family-owned business for 4 years now. The historic layered baklava with crushed cashews has become a bit of a Universal Yums holiday tradition. Cute. What a cute little box.
Mm-hmm.
I will start here. It's a cute little piece.
A baklava.
Little trinket. It's got the crunch and the syrup.
Smells good.
It's good, but, and it might be because we waited so long to eat it. The syrup has crystallized, so it's got this gritty texture instead of the syrupy texture you kind of expect from something that has either a sugar syrup or honey syrup. And it doesn't taste like honey, because usually honey is very pungent. So this is a sugar syrup. That's the only thing that I think detracts from it, is that the sugar is crystallized. And that might be our fault for waiting to eat it.
Yeah, could be.
Oh, good. But, I mean, a delicious piece of baklava. We've had baklava in this box before, and it's usually actually pretty good. It's not, I'm surprised that it packages and travels so well. And I think in this case, it might be best eaten fresh.
Baklava, a dish best served fresh. No?
At least before you let the crystals or the sugar crystals get gritty. 3. I'll give it a 3.5.
That's about where I was going to go. I was going to go 3.5.
I was hoping for like a little bit more nuttiness to it, and I didn't really feel like it had much of that. But I would go right where you guys are at with a 3.5. It's not bad by any stretch.
Okay, Shaun. During Hanukkah, over 18 million blank are eaten in Israel. Jelly donuts, loaves of challah, everything bagels, or latkes.
Everything bagels.
Jelly donuts.
Jelly donuts.
No Israeli Hanukkah would be complete without greasy jelly-filled donuts called sufganiyat. The 18 million that are eaten every year is especially staggering when you consider Israel's population is 8.7 million people. No judgment, but that's at least 2 donuts for everyone. I'm very hopeful about this next snack. It is from the UK, from Colchester, Wormingford, Colchester, UK. It is roast beef and Spitfire ale potato crisps.
Oh.
Hand-cooked Kentish potatoes with Britain's oldest ale. There are so many cool things about these chips that we don't even know where to start. Possibly with the ale, right? These chips have been specially crafted in partnership with Shepherd Neame Brewery, Britain's oldest brewery. The hoppy dark ale flavor comes alive on each hand-cooked chip, which is meant to taste exactly like a steak and ale pie. Never had the namesake? It's a classic British holiday dish with pieces of tender steak, onion, carrots, garlic, and ale, all baked inside a flaky pastry crust. It's delicious, but eating these near copycat chips sure is a lot less work than making it. So I am looking forward to these. They smell good.
I mean, they really do taste like roast beef and beer.
Mm,
Yeah.
those are good. Those are good.
Yeah, they taste like roast beef and beer.
Mm. Those are really good. I can taste gravy and beer, and obviously potato chips.
Mhm.
That's
Those are tasty.
yay! Mike's putting those away for later. Those are 4.5.
I mean, they're really good,
Yeah.
tasty.
I'd agree. 4.5. Yeah.
I think that's gonna be across the board.
Mm. And now we go down to something maybe not so good. Just from our past experiences with this item. It's from Turkey. Assorted Turkish Delight. The famous confection in rose, lemon, and orange flavors. I don't get the orange one, obviously. The story goes like this. 300 years ago, Sultan Abdul Hamid wanted to woo his many wives by gifting them a new dessert. He called upon his kingdom's many confectioners to craft the next big sweet, and one of them did exactly that in his tiny Istanbul candy shop. Bekir Effendi mixed sugar syrup with starch, cooked for 6 hours, and infused it with rose petals, then cut it into cubes. The result, lokum, or Turkish delight, one of the world's most famous sweets, and a Turkish New Year's Eve tradition. Eating a piece of every flavor, orange, lemon, and traditional rose, is a near guarantee of good luck next year. Maybe you'll even pull a Bekir and invent a life-changing candy or something.
I don't know how you're gonna be able to tell. Liz is allergic to oranges, so this might be a fun exercise.
Well, I think this is lemon. If it's orange, I'll just die. They all smell like roses because roses kind of permeates everything it touches. It's got the squidgy.
It's got the squidgy.
Yeah, Turkish delight is supposed to be squidgy.
Squidgy.
Yeah, so, and
That's lemon. It's not a real strong flavor.
That's a rose.
yeah, I got a rose one too.
Not bad.
The rose ones are pretty.
Potent.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I'm hoping to get a rose one and not another. Sorry, I'm touching them all. And not an orange one. It's very hard to tell.
Oh, try another.
That's an orange one. What flavor is that?
Damn it! Did I get another rose?
And that looks like orange. Bite it and find me a rose one. And if it's rose, you can give it to me. That looks like my orange one.
That's orange.
Oh, powder everywhere. It's really hard to tell. They're not artificially colored to death, so I really can't tell what's what. I'm not going to risk any more orange coming at me. Do you want any more?
I think I got another rose. That was definitely a rose one. I'm gonna try one more here.
I think you guys ate all the rose ones on
I
me.
have one.
Well, Shaun had 2 roses.
Oh,
Go with this in hopes that it's a different one.
Well, like I said, they all have a slight rose taste to them because I think they, when they're in contact with the rose ones, they.
Absorb. This was lemon.
Yeah, the lemon definitely tasted lemony to me. Here. Is this rose?
I think so.
Mm-hmm.
they're not bad.
No.
I like the lemon ones.
Mm-hmm.
The lemon was very like lemon rind, almost bitter, but good. But
The rose gets overpowering.
it is very overpowering of a flavor.
Let's maybe have another rose one.
It's novel. It's different, but
I'll probably go 3.
I don't think there's a ton of snackability there. Like I wouldn't like sit down and regularly eat
Like
these.
mow down on a bag of whole by
yeah,
yourself.
like those would be kind of one of the last things I'd eat out of a Christmas
Yeah.
tray.
Mm,
Probably a 2.5, 2 3/4.
What'd you say, Shaun?
3. The lemon was good.
Yeah, the
like,
lemon was good. If it was like the whole bag was lemon,
yeah,
I would have given it a higher score.
Yeah, I would have been good with like a whole bag of lemon or the
I went with a
orange.
3 on those.
We have a guest behind me. The next one is from Italy. Yay! Forza. Cappuccino cream cocoa pandoro.
No.
Italy's famously soft and sweet holiday bread. The whole of Italy's favorite store-bought dessert. Most Italians refuse to go through the 30-hour process of making pandoro, which involves 4 rising periods, 3 resting periods, and a special star-shaped mold. Who can blame them? The result, whether store-bought or homemade, is the same. A simple yeasted sweetbread that screams Christmas in Italy. This particular pandoro isn't so simple, though. The dough has the addition of cocoa powder and has been filled with a deeply decadent cappuccino cream. Serve it with a hot beverage of your choosing, and you'll be celebrating the holidays just like they do in Italy.
I don't think we're going to serve it with a hot beverage.
I have a hot beverage over there. If Shaun wants to get it for me. I don't think you can force bill it to.
I don't know how we're going to break this apart.
With our hands. Thank you, Shaun.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's like powdered sugar everywhere. This also helps to get the rose flavor out of my mouth.
Not covered in powdered sugar. Covered
It smells
in
delicious.
fur.
It smells amazing. I may have not gotten any of the cream.
That's okay. I'll take all the cream. Film.
I'm trying to think are getting most of it. You want to take a bite here when it's got some of the cream?
I think I got some.
It's not like thick.
Smells great.
It's not a thick pastry cream. It's just a really light.
Very nice cappuccino flavor with the cream. It's very light and airy for a cake.
Mm.
Yeah, it's not bad.
Mm-hmm. Try it with my coffee. Good combo.
Mm-hmm.
I have some gingerbread coffee from Finger Lakes Coffee Roasters. One of my favorites. Shaun doesn't like coffee, so
Mm.
that was good.
Mhm.
Yeah, not too bad.
Yeah, I like this.
It's still got a little bit of a preservative flavor, but that's to be expected.
That's gonna come with the territory.
I would like to know what it tastes like without the cocoa and the filling. I would like to know what a regular standard Pandoro tastes like, as I have never had one. Did you go back to a steak and ale tip?
Yeah, it's up in there.
I'd give that a 4. Again, minus points for just the preservative flavor.
Okay. Shaun?
I'll probably a 4 sounds good.
I'll go. I'm gonna go 3.5 with it. Not bad, but not like my favorite of this box.
Okay, dear. In Argentina, it's a New Year's Eve tradition to A, wear new pink underwear. B, run around the house with a suitcase. C, shred old documents. D, eat beans.
Eat beans?
Yep.
Shred old documents.
This is a trick question.
It's all of them.
All of the above.
Wow.
Folks in Argentina welcome the new year in so many ways. Wearing new pink underwear will apparently bring you love in the new year. Running around the house ensures more travel with the suitcase, ensures more travels in the upcoming year. Shredding old documents and paper symbolizes leaving the past behind. And eating beans brings good luck professionally. And that's not all. Around noon, people throw the scraps of shredded paper from their windows in a shower of confetti.
That's cool.
And for Shaun, what do families in Sweden do every Christmas at 3 p.m.? A, take a nap. B, eat a sprig of the Christmas tree. C, watch Donald Duck. Or D, have a cup of tea.
I'm going to go with the Christmas tree.
The answer is C.
Donald Duck?
Every year, a familiar face lights up on every Swede's screen. Donald Duck. The tradition dates back to the 1960s when TVs were new in Sweden. There were only 2 channels, one of which played Disney cartoons during the holidays, including a Christmas special called Kalle Anka och Hans Werner Onskar Godjul. I'm going to say that again. Kalle Anka och Hans Werner Onskar Godjul, or Donald Duck and his friends wish you a Merry Christmas.
I was going to say all of that just stands for the duck.
The tradition is still going strong with more than 40% of the population tuning in.
It's like a classic cartoon thing, like have like a long like thing, and then it's just like
The duck.
The
2
duck.
words, yeah.
Okay. Our next one is Christmas pudding fudge from Devon, UK.
All right, I've got high hopes.
So I was like, I'm down for this one. A UK Christmas tradition with a fudgy spin. You know that line in We Wish You a Merry Christmas that goes, now bring us some figgy pudding? Go ahead and sing that right now, because this is figgy pudding fudge. A dark, dense fruitcake made of dried fruit, candied fruit peel, brandy, and spices. Christmas, or figgy pudding, has been a festive staple in the UK since the 1300s. Back then, as the pudding was being prepared, each family member was asked to stir it 3 times and make a secret wish. We like this tradition so much that we suggest you try it as you bite into your figgy pudding fudge. Here's our recommended adaptation. Count to 3, then I'll take a bite of your piece and make a wish at the exact same time. My nose is so attractive. Every time we do these, my nose runs like crazy. I think it's talking.
Shaun, you
talking.
didn't wait.
What?
You get mine for me because I just blew my nose at once. I something in the bag.
You didn't listen to the directions. It said we all need to take a bite at the same, our first bite at the same time and make a wish.
Oh. Well,
It looks like a caramel. It smells good though. It smells spicy. Ready?
Mm-hmm.
1,
Cheers.
2, 3. It's softer than I expected it to be. Definitely tastes Christmassy.
mm-hmm.
Cinnamon, cloves, nutmeg. Tastes like a spice candy.
Yeah, it's like all those Christmas spices that you kind of want. Like,
I like this one.
Yeah, it
yeah.
was pleasant. It wasn't offensive in any way. If I had a dish of them next to me, I might eat a handful and then go into sugar shock because it's very sweet.
Yeah.
It's very good with coffee. Like I said, it's actually very good with coffee. Might also be because my coffee is gingerbread coffee. It's a good pairing.
Yeah. I'd go 4 out of 5 on that one.
Probably 3.5. The texture wasn't my favorite.
I'll go 3 3/4 just because maybe the sweetness, like it's a touch sweet, but I like the spice in it.
All right.
All right.
Over here. I think we have one more question and one more treat. Shaun, Kwanzaa originated in which country? Kenya, India, Zimbabwe, or the United States?
Wait, Kenya, Zimbabwe.
Kenya, India, Zimbabwe, and the United States.
I'm going to go off India.
The answer is the United States.
Wow.
In 1966, Dr. Maulana Harenga, a professor of African Studies at California State University, created the holiday of Kwanzaa for the purpose of bringing African Americans closer together. Today, people all over the world observe the week-long event, which encourages Black people to celebrate their African heritage and to reflect on the 7 principles of community, unity, self-determination, collective work and responsibility, cooperative economics, purpose, creativity, and faith. And our last treat is, I think, probably going to be a little bit more flavors like we had in our last one. It comes from Denmark. It is a cinnamon spice cookie. It's not just the holidays without a nice gingerbread cookie, right? For anyone who cringed reading that, we have good news. You are going to like these cinnamon and molasses cookies better than any gingerbread. Cinnamon has been a mainstay in Danish cookies since the 1600s, when the Dutch East India Company first brought the spice to Europe. Cinnamon is heavily featured in a plethora of Danish cookie recipes like pebblenotter, which is a shortbread, brunkager, sugar cookies with almonds, and these traditional Kreider cookies, obviously the best.
So, Liz, when you look at the packaging, you may realize that it's another product
Karen Wolf.
from Karen Wolf.
These are all broken. That's okay.
Yeah.
They smell all right. They're very crispy. Good.
Not too bad.
Molasses cookies. They're like ginger snaps.
Mm-hmm.
Well, cinnamon snaps, I guess.
I know we've had like good and bad from Karen Wolf products. So this may have been like one of the better ones.
I like those. I would eat that whole box. Again, with my gingerbread coffee.
Yeah, I mean, just some good seasoning on them.
Mm-hmm.
Not
Definitely
too bad.
a tea or coffee cookie.
I'd go 3.75 out of 5 on those.
Yeah.
Yeah, same.
Mm-hmm.
3.25.
And that wraps up our holiday box.
Yeah, so if we look at the ratings,
Survey says
the highest rated item out of this box. Oops.
I got my marker. Steak and ale chips.
Yes, was the roast beef and ale potato chips.
those are delicious.
Mm-hmm.
Those were a pleasure to eat.
The Kent crisps. The lowest rated item. Oh, the Prosecco's fell out of the little.
Sorry.
That's okay. The lowest rated for Liz and I was the first item we had in the box, which was the green tea and strawberry popcorn.
Yuck. Those are going to
Shaun,
the birds.
Shaun, you had a tie for your lowest rated, so you're going to have to make a choice. Which one did you like the least? The Prosecco candies, which were these ones,
Yeah.
or the plum cake?
Probably the I'd probably like the plum cake a little more than the Prosecco candies.
Interesting.
I could understand that. Oh, listen, no, I'm wrong. There was something you liked less than the popcorn.
The goat.
Yes, yes. How could I forget?
Yeah.
The greatest of all time.
Because at least the strawberry popcorn tasted okay. It was the green one that didn't taste good.
What did I do with it?
Hopefully,
Oh, Shaun has it.
Yeah, I've been.
in the garbage. Yeah, no, I didn't like those at all. And that's because I don't like goat cheese or goat anything. Except goats. Goats are adorable.
Yeah.
Yeah, if anybody wants to send us a whole bag of those steak sandwiches. Oh, those are good. If we could find those here, I would buy them.
Yeah.
Delicious.
So that concludes the holiday box. Did we want to do the next box? Did you want to take a little break? What do you want to do?
You can go right into it.
Okay. Yeah. All right. So this box we picked out. It's the most recent one that we got, and it is from Poland.
These two are Polish.
Yeah.
Let's see how this goes.
So,
Oh, you have a little thing here about the drink, because they offered a drink add-on this month. So we're gonna do the drink first. And Liz, here is the card for the drink.
why don't you read it, Polish person?
All right. So what we have is Oranzata White Orangeade. Poland's most beloved and most bubbly soda. Let's sip on some history. Oranzata or Orangeade originally referred to a drink made from water, sugar, and orange juice. popularized in Poland in the 19th century. In the 20th century, it became fizzy. Dozens of small Oranzata retailers sold their brews right around where it was produced. So that the glass bottles could be returned and recycled. And during Poland's communist period, Oranzata was the only fizzy drink allowed. Nowadays, you'll find Pepsi and Coke, but nothing is as nostalgic or as citrusy as good old Oranzata. Though now it comes in cans. So it's very clear.
It is clear and it smells floral. It's just like fizzy water.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It doesn't smell orangey, it smells floral.
Yeah.
And that might be because we did look at the ingredients and there is actually no orange in these anymore. It's artificial flavor, which is why I'm drinking it. It tastes like liquid powdered Smarties.
Yeah.
The candies, the
Yeah.
It's like somebody crushed up some Smarties and made drinks out of it.
Yeah.
It doesn't taste orangey. It's good. It's fun. It's fun tasting. It tastes like candy. Doesn't taste like anything like a citrus fruit.
Yeah, it's not bad. I couldn't have like a lot of it, you know?
I could drink that whole can. I mean, it's not a huge can. It's
Right.
like
It's like one of those energy drink size cans.
maybe 8 ounces, 250 milliliters.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, 8.5 ounces. So yeah, I could drink that whole thing as like a treat. It tastes like candy. Enjoyable. Probably not my first choice out of a vending machine, but
Yeah.
if somebody offered it to me, I would drink it.
All right, Miss Elizabeth.
Yes, Mr. Michael.
All Polish television is A, black and white, B, broadcast by the same company, C, dubbed by the same man, or D, broadcast in English.
I would say broadcast by the same company.
C.
Oh, that's funny.
So, dubbed by the same
Dubbed by the
man.
same man. So
Wow.
American programming, if there's a man's voice, they're all the same man. Which means Homer Simpson sounds exactly like Jerry Seinfeld.
Yes, in Poland, subtitles are very rare. Instead, everything is dubbed, and all with the same man's voice. No matter if the speaker is a woman, man, or kid speaking, everything is read in the same monotone male voice. Some Polish folks find it annoying, but most are just accustomed to it. What do you think? Would this mess with your next binge watch?
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
imagine you're watching a TV show where it's a little girl and a man, and it's just like this is like no
What if it were like a
differentiation.
serious drama? Like, you know?
But he said it's all monotone, so the guy doesn't even emote
Yeah.
differently for each different. How do you know? Unless they're facing the screen and their mouth is moving, how do you know who's speaking?
Right.
Like imagine well, obviously this is TV, so maybe movies are different. But like imagine the Avengers.
Yeah.
Like you can distinctly tell, Tony Stark from, Captain America. Wow. That's interesting. We're going to have to look that up on YouTube and see if we can find some dubbed Polish television programming of an American show. Because I think that might be really funny, especially if it's like a woman or a kid talking in this man's monotone Polish voice. Want to do another one for Shaun?
Yeah, Sean. So to celebrate spring, locals do the following. One of the following. They toss rotting fish into a tree.
Toss what?
Rotting fish
Into a tree.
Seems like a Polish thing
Wait.
to do.
to celebrate what?
Spring.
Spring. Okay. Toss rotting fish into a tree.
Eat pickled pear.
Okay.
C, throw a big doll in a river. Or D, wear blue clogs.
All of those are weird.
Polish
Polish people are weird.
I go with the pickled pear.
It's actually C.
Thank God.
To toss the doll.
River, yeah.
That's what your mom has been saving that doll of hers for all these years.
Oh, the Betsy Walker
Or yeah, Betty Walker. Or she's
Betty Walker.
eventually just gonna go chuck it in the Genesee.
In Poland,
Happy spring.
in Poland, springtimes mean it's time to toss a doll into a river. Now, just not just any doll though.
Hello, Russian watcher or Cyrillic watcher.
Oh,
Sorry, I just was excited. I'm like, hey, look,
Zoom today. I don't know what that means.
yum today.
Yum today. Yeah, universal yums. Yeah, locals traditionally craft the name of the doll is like Mercana. The pagan I can't read that. It's the pagan Slavic goddess of winter, death, and rebirth. Locals traditionally craft her from hay, cloth, and ribbons, then toss her into the river to guarantee the coming of spring. And remember, don't look back at the doll after it's in the water. It's said to lead to illness.
Wow, that's like a horror movie. It's like, what happened to her? She looked back at the doll. She got cancer.
All right. So Liz is gonna go through the snacks. And
Okay, and they're all words that I'm gonna have lots of fun saying. So if I mess up, let me know and instruct me how to say these words. All right. So we already did the drink, which tasted like Smarties. Our first treat is a tatsy mleczko. There are too many consonants in Polish words. Tatsy mleczko. How do you say CZKO? Is it Czech? Mleczko, dark chocolate covered marshmallow bar. Poland's iconic pillowy cocoa flavored treat. Ask anyone in Poland for the country's most famous chocolate, and they'll point you to the E. Vettel Company. It's just as famous in Poland as Hershey's is in the U.S., not to mention 40 years older. Founded all the way back in 1851. Now let's say you ask what E. Vettel's most famous confection is, and they point to this yum. Name tatsy mleczko after a Greek idiom meaning an unobtainable delicacy. This fluffy, dark...
Unobtainium. Like from Avatar.
This fluffy, dark chocolate-coated vanilla marshmallow treat skyrocketed to popularity after Jan Vettel first crafted it in 1936, and it's still every bit beloved today. So much that Poland claimed exclusive rights to the name, so you can only get true tatsy mleczko in Poland, or in your Poland box, of course. So is there really any better way to kick off your Polish adventure than obtaining and savoring Poland's so-called unobtainable delicacy? Spoiler alert, nope, it's just the perfect way to whet your appetite for the deliciousness to come. And who knows, we may even see the name E. Vettel again, wink, wink. Which means we'll get other stuff manufactured by this company in this box. Smells like chocolate.
It's familiar.
Tastes like a pinwheel.
Pinwheel.
Spinning around.
Doesn't it?
It does.
Tastes like an American pinwheel. It's good. The chocolate is good. I mean, it's not melty chocolate, but it's dark chocolate, so it's pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't taste fake. It doesn't have weird preservative flavors in it. It definitely tastes like the inside of a marshmallow.
Did you want any more?
No good. If you want any more?
John, you can go ahead.
Okay.
I'd give that a 3.5. I liked it.
I did too. I went with a 4. Good kickoff to this box.
Good kickoff.
I feel like the marshmallow kind of like a little like gelatinous kind of thing.
Okay.
I'll go like a 3.25.
I mean, it's not offensive. It is.
No,
it is
no.
slightly, like I said, the inside of a marshmallow. It doesn't have that pillowy,
Yeah.
dry out flavor,
Mhm.
outside flavor of a marshmallow. It's definitely got the gummy inside of a marshmallow flavor.
The
And
chocolate's good.
Yeah, the chocolate is good.
Mm-hmm.
Our next one is stick it to ya. That's what it says. Cheese and onion pretzel sticks.
Oh,
The cheesiest, zestiest sticks in Poland.
that'll be good follow up to the
Yeah.
chocolate
Oh, yeah.
marshmallow.
You're about to taste a mouth-watering medley of Poland's 2 favorite foods, pretzels and pierogi. Pretzels are Poland's favorite salty snack, spanning everything from soft varieties served at local restaurants. The Polish word for restaurants was there, but I'm not going to try to say it. Restaurant, maybe. To crunchy ones like these, considered standard fare for visiting house guests. As for pierogi, the cheesy, oniony dumplings are the quintessential Polish dish. In fact, there's a whole festival held in their honor every August in Krakow, where 30,000 pierogi are consumed per day.
Wow.
With these pierogi-flavored pretzel chips, you'll quickly discover that these 2 Polish specialties make one exceptional yum. So, I like pierogies and I like pretzels. So if these taste like pretzel pierogies or pierogi pretzels, I'm down with that. They only smell like pretzels to me. Okay. They're good.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
Yeah, I could definitely munch on like a.
Very green onion.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Not like yellow onion, hot onion, but like chive.
Mm-hmm.
And you do get cheese,
Mm-hmm.
but like not like an excessive like coating of like cheese powder or anything like that on these. They just
Yeah, not a fake cheese, like a salty, cheesy bit.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are good. Like those, would buy those.
Yeah.
Like if I was getting snacks, I would buy these.
Yeah.
Mm. 3.75.
I'm gonna go 4.25.
Wow.
Yeah, I think I'm right there, 4.25. I like these. These are.
I didn't
good
even
snack.
look at the packaging, but it actually does show green onions. They're good. I gave them a little less because they're sticks. I wish they were actual bigger pretzel pieces.
You know what? Yeah, I'd almost like if they were like, you know, like the Snyder's, like the nuggets or
Yeah.
like those like bigger.
Like the
Like-
bits, like the sourdough bits.
Yeah, like where like you have a little more like surface area of pretzel, that kind of, you know.
Right. I mean, these are no way does that mean these are bad,
Right.
but they're
The flavor is good.
the flavor is good, and maybe that's why they're so good is because they're so small. There's a lot more flavor to them.
Wow.
But like it just you eat all of it. You eat the whole bag.
Yeah,
Those are good.
very tasty.
Okay, Mike.
Yes.
The week before Lent, locals celebrate a holiday called Tap Dance Tuesday, Weepy Wednesday,
Of course they do.
Ugly Friday, or Fat Thursday.
All of the above.
I feel like Ugly Friday is a thing.
So you should know this one.
Fat Tuesday?
Or Fat Thursday.
Oh, Fat Thursday.
On the final Thursday before Lent, Polish people celebrate Tłusty Czwartek. Sorry, Fat Thursday. This is a final chance to overindulge in the fatty treats typically avoided during Lent. The tried and true favorites are paczki, which is Polish-style donuts filled with rose or raspberry jam, and faworki, fried pastries dipped in a sugary coating. Sounds like our kind of holiday. I think it's like Fat Tuesday. I think it's Mardi Gras, basically, before Lent starts.
Right.
They before they have to abstain from sweets and treats.
Oh,
They pig out. Also called Pancake Day here. Shaun,
Yeah.
this in the city of Poznan, the water supply is controlled by A, 10 preschoolers, B, a groundhog, C, 8 clams, or D, a psychic.
Wait, the water supply?
In the city of Poznan, the water supply is controlled by A, 10 preschoolers, B, a groundhog, C, 8 clams, or D, a psychic.
None of these make any sense. The clams?
You are correct. The clams at Poznan's water treatment plant all have sensors fixed to their shells. If all 8 clams close, a reaction to unsafe pollutants in the water, the sensors will trigger and the water supply will shut off. Luckily, it hasn't happened in the 26 years the clams have been employed. So locals can drink their tap water feeling happy as clams.
Well,
I'm not making these jokes.
because like
They're
the
always
preschoolers, I was worried about. The psychic, I'm like, wait, what? And then what was the other choice?
A groundhog.
The groundhog. I'm like, no.
Okay.
Somehow the clams were the most logical thing out of that.
Our next treat is made by the same people who made our last treat. And it is more sticks. I hope they're the last sticks because sticks aren't my favorite. I'm peeking ahead.
It looks like it might be the end of the sticks.
These are cocoa glazed gingerbread sticks.
Oh.
Spiced Polish biscuit sticks wrapped in chocolate. The holidays aren't over just yet. We've got one more Polish tradition to squeeze in. It's not the one where Poles prepare a whopping 12 dishes for Christmas, each representing one of Jesus' disciples, or the one where they eat carp for good luck. Some Poles even keep the fish's scales in their wallets for good measure. They must stink.
You smell great. Like right when I opened the package, I could
Or the
smell-
one where they watch the country's most beloved holiday film, Home Alone.
Donald Duck.
No, Home Alone. Over there, it's called Kevin Sam with Domu. Literally, Kevin alone in the house. It's the one where they eat
Very
gingerbread.
literal.
Take a bite of cookie in stick form. Each stick is made from a special recipe of ginger, cinnamon, and star anise, then coated with rich chocolate. Enjoy the last bites of the holidays. It looks like a pocky.
I was gonna say this is a Polish version of Pocky.
There we go.
Smells like a gingerbread. Looks like a pocky. Very strong gingerbread.
Yeah.
Like it overpowers the chocolate. I don't even taste the chocolate.
Yeah, if you like gingerbread, they're great.
Which I do, because
I
it's
do.
gingerbread coffee.
They're good.
Mhm.
Mhm.
What'd you give it?
I went with a 3.5 on those.
Why?
I mean they're good, but you're right. You're right. You don't get any cocoa or chocolate or anything out of those. Like it's just gingerbread.
It smells really strongly. It tastes really strongly. Again, I like gingerbread, so it's not offensive.
Right.
But the chocolate
Just it's
is just sweetness.
just overpowered.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I think these are 3.75.
Yeah, but we have a 3 1/4.
Alrighty.
Okay, our next. Ooh, we're getting away from. Well, I think we're getting away from sweets. Our next one is. I think we've had this, or else they look familiar. Polish Passions. Original Monster Munch potato crisps. Poland's saltiest, scariest potato snack. Fun fact: every year, the average Pole eats over 250 pounds of potatoes. That's heavier than a baby elephant. So how are all those taters eaten? Beyond pierogi, they are potato pancakes. Kolski slavski, mashed potato dumplings, and nettle, plum stuffed potato balls. Whoa.
I like that. Instead of pierogies, they eat potato dumplings.
Which are
Which,
anyway.
Let's think about that a little bit.
And for snacks, there's one clear standout, Monster Munch. With their light and airy crunch, perfect sprinkling of salt, and ghoulishly fun shape, these potato crisps are nothing short of a national treasure. In fact, when we picked up this product from its Polish factory, one of the workers smiled and said, "The Americans are getting the best of the best."
you know, it's funny. I came across a video of he was going over what his favorite snacks are, and it was Steve-O from
from
Jackass. And
Isn't that the cutest thing?
he had a thing of Monster Munch, but it was pickled onion Monster Munch.
I bet that's good.
And yeah, he's like, I mean, he downed the entire bag, like right on this video. Like, you could tell he really likes it.
So those aren't exactly like a potato chip, like by the strictest standards. Like we had the roast beef and ale ones earlier, or even the ones that Shaun really liked, the goat cheese ones. These are like almost like they're airy, like
Like
in
a
the
puffy,
Yeah.
kind of.
Like, take a Pringle, and instead of like, I don't know, take a Pringle and put it in a food dehydrator. It's like they're not fried, but dehydrated. They're puffy.
Yeah.
They're good.
They're
I
good.
like them. I would snack on these. I enjoy them. I would like to try the pickled, whatever onion one.
Yeah. Yeah, you said pickled onion Monster Munch. Yeah.
Poland does potatoes well.
Yeah.
I'd go to 4.
I went 3.5 on this.
Mike.
Shaun, what do you give those?
I'll
Something
do.
again.
I'll do 3 1/4 because ultimately they're just kind of like it's like a potato snack. Yeah, it's just kind of like they're not bad, but it's not like okay, these are just like potato crisp kind
Sure.
of.
But I
chips.
think I gave them a little more because they're a different texture, and they're
Yeah.
lighter. They weren't greasy. My fingers aren't greasy.
Right.
So I don't know that they're fried. And then the little monster shapes are cute. Shaun or Mike. Well, Mike first. Kajawi?
I thought you just started speaking in tongues. Kajawi.
Kajawi is the first known place where blank was made. A, cheese. B, toast. C, salad. D, sugar.
Sugar.
Here's cheese.
Cheese.
Go Poland. You made the first cheese? Though the exact origins of cheese remain unknown, well, then this is a lie. Kajawi is home to the earliest known evidence of it. Researchers recently uncovered ancient strainers from 5500 BC. That's a long time ago.
You can tell somebody left their milk out.
With molecules signature to cheese on their surfaces. 7,000 years later, Poles are still cheese champions, most famous for their ornately carved smoke. Why do you have so many consonants in your words? Oscypek. Oskipek variety. And Shaun.
Yes.
Poland is home to the largest blank in Central Europe.
PG Shaun.
Glacier, volcano, geyser, or desert.
Wait, glacier, volcano, desert,
Geyser.
geyser. I'll go geyser.
The answer is D, desert.
Desert.
Nope, it's not a mirage. Chilly, forested Poland is home to a desert. In the 13th century, land was cleared to make room for a silver mine, but instead, 37,000 acres of sand were uncovered, deposited over a century before by melting glaciers. Today, the so-called Bledau Desert has shrunk to 7,900 acres, with locals coming together to preserve the kooky attraction. It's kooky. And our next treat is in our yum bag.
Sounds like an insult.
Oh, really? Is.
Yum bag. Yeah.
Yogusi yogurt candy. Sorry, Shaun, you can't have any. Well, you might. They can tell which flavor is which. Strawberry, raspberry, peach, or lemon yogurt inside. Dairy time. Open up a Polish fridge and you'll find milk, buttermilk, sour cream, butter, kefir, quark, and last but not least, yogurt. It says J-O, yogurt. You guessed it. That's the Polish word for yogurt. In a recent study, 73% of locals listed yogurt as their go-to dairy snack. So it's no surprise that the Poles created a way to get their yogurt fix on the go. It says yogurt, not yogurt, yogurt. With these wild strawberry, sweet raspberry, sour lemon, and juicy peach candies. Much like a Polish fridge, you'll find a hearty helping of creamy yogurt goodness inside. Oh, they are labeled, Shaun, so we cannot give you poisonous ones too.
Well, they're not so much labeled, but they are colored in such that.
Peach and lemon.
And they have the fruit on them.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking this is lemon. Is that it for them?
Yeah, that's it.
And then we just have strawberry. We didn't get any raspberry
No.
Or peach.
or peach.
No.
I like peach. No
I
strawberry.
guess I'll have strawberry.
I feel like just like a hard candy. Tastes good though. I've liked yogurt candies in the past. Oh, it gets chewy.
Definitely was lemon.
The yogurt in the middle is a little weird. Like it's kind of cheesy.
Yeah.
I like the outside. I don't like the inside. Sorry.
Yeah, not very pleasant.
The outside was good. Then the inside didn't taste like yogurt. It tasted like cheese, which I don't want in my candy. And not like
You don't
cheesecake.
cheese candy?
No, I don't like cheese candy. And please don't ever send us cheese candy. Gosh, there's cheese candy in here.
I don't know if because lemon is like can be overpowering and like that the sour tart kind of flavor, that anything with the yogurt, any cheese
Came through for you?
didn't necessarily come through, or like even the yogurt didn't necessarily come through. So it was just like a good like kind of chewy lemon candy to me.
Well, the strawberry tasted good on the outside. It had like a creamy strawberry taste.
Mm-hmm.
And then you chewed it and got in the middle, and the middle tasted cheesy.
Cheese.
I will give that a 2.
Okay. I went 2.5 on it.
I'll probably just based on the lemon, I'll go. They were okay, maybe like a 2 3/4.
Merry Christmas.
What?
Apparently, Poland very much likes gingerbread, even outside of the holiday season. Our next treat is chocolate-covered Piernicki gingerbread. The legendary gingerbread of Toruń, Poland. Toruń. In 1825, 15-year-old Polish composer Friedrich Chopin visited the city of Toruń. In a letter to a friend, he recounted the amazing sights, the ornate Gothic churches, the famous Leaning Tower, the spectacular town hall. Then he wrote, Yet all of this does not surpass the gingerbread. That might seem like an exaggeration to you, but not to a Pole. Toruń gingerbread, called Piernicki Toruński, catapulted the city to fame, especially the kind made by the iconic Copernic company, which you're about to try. Dig into this soft chocolate-covered variety made right in Toruń and discover what made Chopin and all of Poland totally obsessed.
Sounds good. Smells good.
It does smell good. Chocolate is dark.
I wish.
Marker. I wish I could taste it without the chocolate, because the chocolate really overpowers. It's a good combination. It's like coffee and gingerbread. The chocolate is very dark and bitter at the end.
The chocolate comes through on this. I wish this was the chocolate and the gingerbread was the gingerbread from the stick. Does that make sense?
Yeah, like you want, oddly enough, you want more of the anisette flavor. I think you want more of the anise flavor.
But I want the chocolate to be amped up. Like this one is like a little more powerful, and like
And the
you
stick
get more of it.
was very spicy.
Yeah.
This was more mild gingerbread. I would give it a 3.
On the finish, I get
More spice.
a 3. You said?
A 3, I say.
I'd be right with you. I think 3 is a good score on that. Brother Shaun?
Yeah, I'd be middle of the road, 3, because it was like a little like there was like dry in a way, like kind of like this chewy dryness with it, like that.
We're used to gingerbread being more moist,
Yeah,
or at least having some residual moisture. This was soft but crumbly.
yeah.
Our next treat is also chocolate and also in our yum bag. Get out your yum bag. It is a milk fudge Krauka candy. Beloved Polish caramels with a crumbly outside and a gooey inside that hopefully doesn't taste like cheese. Say hello
Let's have
to
a cow on it.
say hello to Poland's most popular candy, the little cow.
Hello.
We're not talking about the cute cow on the wrapper, though it is adorable. We are referencing the candy's name, which is literally little cow, or krauki in Polish. First produced in Poznań by the Pomorski family, the candy is made by combining cow's milk with butter and sugar, boiling it and pouring it into a pan, cooling it and cutting it into their signature rectangles. The result is a buttery caramel candy with a crumbly outside and a luxuriously soft inside. Our advice, take teeny bites, allowing each to melt in your mouth, not on your mouth, so that this little cow can last as long as it possibly can.
Teeny bites.
Teeny bites.
This would be a very long video podcast.
Of us just taking little tiny bites
We're in hour 7.
of the teeny bites
Teeny
cow
bites.
candy. Welcome to our podcast, Teeny Bites. smells good.
Yeah. Take a teeny whiff.
You're supposed to let it melt. I very much like the taste. It's a very buttery caramel.
It kind of starts out a little bit like granular in a way,
Mm-hmm.
but it as it melts away, it becomes more like buttery, like you described.
Mm-hmm. Here's why. Americans are very much used to candy where the sugar has been replaced with corn syrup of some kind. So the granular texture of sugar is not something we're accustomed to anymore.
Mm-hmm.
So when candy is made with just sugar and no corn syrup, and that crystallization happens, the texture feels strange to us, where everybody else in the world is just like, no, it's just sugar.
Sugar. Yeah.
So I don't think it's a flaw with the candy. I think it's a flaw with the American palate.
No, I'm liking it though. It's really good.
Yeah.
It's so buttery.
I like this.
Mm.
This is really good.
So buttery.
Mm. I mean, butter, sugar. It's not to like.
It's probably one of the better caramels I've ever had. It's very sweet.
Mm-hmm.
But you wouldn't eat more than one or two. You'd be done.
But mild though too. Like I don't like I find it like very easy. Like it's not
It's not like that super sweet caramel like that. Yeah.
Like the ones with the cream in the middle.
Yeah.
those can be harsh comparatively.
This is very pleasant and very enjoyable. I would give that a 4 1/4.
I
But
think I really like that.
good job on the caramel pulling.
Mm-hmm. I'm going 4.5. I really like this.
Yeah, I would. If somebody gave that to me for a Christmas gift, I would be like, "Wow, thanks! These are so good."
I win
Stevie Bite.
4.75.
Wow, you really like those.
Mm-hmm. Snack of the night so far.
They're so comforting.
Yeah.
I don't know how else. It's like you eat one of those and it's just so simple, and yet it's like we try all these things that we're like, oh, the dark chocolate, oh, the complexity of flavor, oh, the cheesiness. This was just the cheese candy. This was just simple, buttery, like you said, butter, sugar, melt it, make it into a candy. It's really a perfect, simple treat.
And the teeny bites is a good recommendation.
Yeah, it actually was. It was funny, but like if you just take little bites and let it melt, it was more enjoyable than if you crammed the whole thing in your mouth and tried to eat it.
Mm.
Right. Yep.
Which would probably be a very American thing to do.
Yeah, just
Like,
yeah. Why is it so grainy? Anyway, Mike,
Yes.
there are over 300 blank hidden in the city of Roclaw. Treasure chests, gnomes, bronze eggs, or wooden pianos.
Gnomes.
You are correct. In the 80s, I'm assuming the 1980s, Poland had a movement known as the Orange Alternative, which arose in opposition to communism. Their emblem, gnomes, meant to symbolize the absurdity of the oppressive system. Meanwhile, while they were first spray painted depiction, Jesus, words. Gnomes meant to symbolize the absurdity of the oppressive system. While they were first just spray-painted depictions, it wasn't until the 21st century that the first statue of Papa Dwarf was placed in Swidnica Street to commemorate the movement. Now over 300 gnomes are hidden across the city, making hunting for them a top tourist activity.
Hmm.
We had our 2016. We had our own orange alternative.
Yeah, it was not a good alternative. Shaun,
Oh,
Poland is home to the world's tallest statue of Jesus, pine tree, observation deck, or Wi-Fi tower.
observation deck.
The answer is statue of Jesus.
You know what? Yeah, no, that doesn't make sense. Observation deck, because you got to figure there's some of the world's
Right.
tallest buildings are in other countries, and I
Right.
got to think that there's observation decks on those.
Towering 172 feet, the Pomid Christusa Krola, Christ the King, statue in Swedsborgen is the tallest statue of Jesus in the world. That's nearly 50 feet taller than the famous Christ the Redeemer statue in Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. But if you guessed D, you were close. As of 2018, the statue also functions as a Wi-Fi tower for nearby
Oh.
towns.
Oh,
Wow.
man.
So Jesus and Wi-Fi all in one.
I got such good signal here.
Because Jesus.
Oh.
Jesus, the Wi-Fi's down. Okay, we're going back to a company that made something we've eaten before. One of the first treats we had, the marshmallow bar.
Mhm.
This company, the E. Vettel, milk chocolate with peanut and cocoa filling. Decadence, courtesy of Poland's oldest chocolatier. You already know about E. Vendel Company, but did you know that it was run by the Willy Wonka of Poland? That nickname didn't come for nothing. Besides inventing Pepsi Mleczko and creating the iconic boy and zebra pear on the wrapper, John Wedel was also a humanitarian. During World War II, when Nazis seized control of Warsaw's food supplies and schools, he produced food for hungry citizens and turned his factory into an underground teaching hub. Inspired yet? We're pretty sure it's impossible not to be. But just in case, go ahead and dig into this decadently dense peanut buttery chocolate, complete with bits of wafer, and you'll be 100% Team Wedel.
This actually does kind of look like the packaging looks like something you'd get out of a Wonka bar, kind of like the Wonka
It
company.
does.
Yeah. So I wanted to show that to you before I opened it up, but I thought I really do think it. I don't know, Shaun, if you see it, like, doesn't it kind of?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, it smells good.
Here, I broke off a little bit. You take that one.
Oh, no, hold on. It smells good, yeah. It's a bit nutty.
It's softer than I expected it to be. What's that taste? It tastes like somebody took a little Debbie Nutty Bar, Nutty Buddy, whatever you call them, blended it in a blender and added better chocolate and formed it into a bar.
Like more peanutty though. Like,
Yeah.
I could see what you're saying. It's good.
It was good. It was
I
good.
like
I liked
this.
it.
Yeah.
Again, I would if it was in a vending machine and I was in Poland, I'd be like,
I
I
like
know what that
this.
is. I'll eat it. 3.75.
I'm right with you. That's what I was going to say.
I'm going to go with a 4.
Oh, Shaun really likes it.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Now we're going to take a break from the sweet and go to the savory. There's a lot of sweet stuff in this box.
There is, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
With butter and salt potato chips. A strange and savory chip. Butter potato chips? Yes. In Poland, the combination is a no-brainer. You know from page 7 that both potatoes and dairy products, including, of course, butter, are beloved in Polish cuisine. So beloved, in fact, that Polish version of the phrase "it's a piece of cake" is actually "Bulka z maslem," or "it's a roll with butter." So you can see why Poland would be the country to invent salty, buttery potato chips like these. Once you taste one, we think you'll find eating the whole bag is, well, a roll with butter.
This might be like the largest bag of chips that's ever been in one of these. These
It is a
boxes.
really big bag. Plus, it's not. There's not a lot of air. Well, there's
I don't know,
some.
there's some, but it's kind of funny. Like, I picked it up and I went, "Geez, this bag just keeps expanding."
I think they could fit it in there because everything else is like a candy bar or a really
Oh
small
man,
sweet.
this definitely
Well-
smells buttery.
It does. Wow. It's a punch of butter. And hopefully they're tasty. I'm hoping they taste like butter on a baked potato. That's what I'm hoping for.
Yeah.
That's a lot of butter flavor.
That is a ton of butter flavor.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, too much butter.
Like if it was a football game, the referees would throw a flag for excessive butter.
Mm-hmm. Oh, it's making me drool. That is a lot of butter, Colin. And I don't know if it's real.
If it is, props for you for kind of incorporating that into a potato chip. I'd maybe lighten it a little bit,
Tone it down.
tone it down just a skosh.
I mean, the butter is delicious. We love butter. Butter, in case you haven't guessed.
But yeah, a bit too much.
And I don't know if it's because we came off of a sweet snack. If we were had something salty before this, maybe this wouldn't have tasted so strange in comparison. I mean, I'm enjoying them. I mean, they're good. But it's not fake butter flavor. It's not like movie theater butter. This is like go in your kitchen and eat a stick of butter.
That's the thing. I feel like those chips, more than any other potato chips I've ever had, I'm going to have a heart attack.
It's like-
end up like
There looks like there's. Hold on a minute.
Hang on a minute.
I want to
I
take
do.
a look at something.
that like baked potato flavor, though. Like
Mhm.
you were saying, like a buttered baked
It
potato.
does taste like a buttered baked
It
potato. It's
does.
just like you put too much butter on it.
Yeah, like
It is drowning.
when I've gone to a restaurant and it's like,
What were you
yeah,
looking
let
at?
me take that big like
Knob
chunk of that
of butter.
thing and like move it over with my fork because like that was way too much.
There's other varieties.
I like it. It's just too much butter.
Hold on.
Oh, what are the other varieties?
There's salt and pepper,
Okay.
I'm assuming, or Sol Z Pieperzin, rosemary,
Mm-hmm.
and Sam Zimniak. I don't know what that is.
Cheese.
Cheese? So,
So they have more flavors of these.
yeah.
Butter, though, is definitely a different flavor.
Mhm.
We've had rosemary chips. We've had salt and pepper chips.
Yeah.
We've had cheese chips.
But
This was
could you
definitely a
imagine,
different
though,
flavor.
like if it was like more like a baked potato with cheese
Mhm.
flavor? I think that would be kind of neat. I do know, like, I've had ones where they've been like loaded baked potato.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But those things all taste fake.
Yeah.
This didn't taste fake. I didn't get any fake flavor off of them.
Yeah.
No.
It might be, but it didn't taste fake. So I ate a few more and it tasted better after I had like a break and then ate a few. So I think coming off of the really sweet candy, these were a shock to the tongue.
Yeah.
But I think if these came on a plate with a turkey sandwich, that would be freaking
That'd
good.
be good. Yeah. Yeah.
I'll give these 3.75. I liked them.
Yeah, I'm gonna go 3.5. They were good. I think as I went on, my score bumped up from
after you had
initially.
a
I think after I've had a few, and I got like that aftertaste of like oh, I'm tasting like I ate like a baked potato. Yeah.
I'm gonna go 3 1/4 on this.
We all like them. It's just, differing degrees of tolerance for excessive butter.
Like,
Yeah.
well, yeah. I like butter. I mean,
If you have water, drink it.
I'm out.
I have water. Clear the butter. I don't know if you can. Because we're going back to Sweet Town with more gingerbread. Iced mint Piernitsky gingerbread.
Oh boy.
Poland's famous gingerbread with an unexpected glaze. I don't like it when people say things have an unexpected glaze. Usually brings you to a questionable website. Poland's famous gingerbread with an unexpected glaze. To the folks at Kopernik Torunia, largest gingerbread producer, making gingerbread is an art and not an easy one. First, there's perfecting the recipe. That might seem simple, but until the 19th century, recipes were passed through the generations with no measurements. After the recipe is fine-tuned, the dough needs to be aged for about a year, at which point employees rely on the smell and touch to check that it's ready, a skill which requires months of training. So is all the work worth it? Taste this warm, cinnamony gingerbread, perfectly paired with an unexpected mint glaze. And we think you'll agree. Yes. So this would be interesting because I like mint flavored things. He doesn't. What's your take on mint?
I like mint, but it depends. Like, it just depends at times.
And I think
Because it can either be like, are we
Overpowered.
supposed to be shaped like Mickey Mouse, or
I guess. The other concern I have is that it's a cinnamon cookie with a mint glaze, and usually those two things don't go together.
yeah,
Usually you have a mint thing, and then on the opposite side of it is the cinnamon thing. So you have like Crown de Menthe or Goldschlager. You don't put them in the same drink. Stop talking and eat it.
Yeah.
You know what? The flavor is good. The initial like bite is kind of this weird like chew sort of. Like it's almost sort of like a spongy kind of bite, like when you first bite into it, but then it's like I like it though.
I don't know what to think.
This is such an odd flavor
It's so weird.
combination.
All
This
right.
is so like just
It's your brain's wires get crossed because on the outside it hits your tongue mint, tastes like a thin mint, tastes like a cookie, like a mint cookie, like a Girl Scout cookie, and then you get cinnamon, and your brain goes, what?
I feel like the mint works well here. It compliments it.
I don't think I'd eat these. I don't think I'd choose them. And I like mint things. I like the glaze. Put the glaze on a vanilla cookie or a chocolate cookie. Don't put it on your gingerbread. Or, don't give me mint flavored gingerbread.
I don't mind the mint glaze, and I don't mind the gingerbread cookie. I don't think I like them necessarily together.
It's too much. Too much competing because the mint is strong and the cinnamon and ginger want to come to the party and be just as strong, and they cancel each other out almost after you start chewing them together.
I mean, they're not horrible, but they're not good.
I put them at a 275 for me.
That's where I was going to be at. It was 275.
I'm going 3 3/4.
I was gonna say Shaun seems a little bit higher.
I like it because sometimes we get, for me, I get like mint, like we've had like mint in beer,
Mhm.
and it's like a total clash, or it's like a toothpaste kind of mint.
Or it's a very like leafy, grassy taste.
Yeah. This, I don't know. I feel like the spices, mint included, kind of, it works for me. They jive. They're all in the nice little spicy dance.
Spicy dip. Shaun can go home with those. We're back to the Polish Willy Wonka.
Yeah.
E-Vettel dark chocolate with panna cotta filling. Dark
Panna cotta.
chocolate inspired by the creamy Italian dessert. When Italy and Poland work together, amazing things happen.
That'll be the
The thumbnail.
the YouTube thumbnail.
Exhibit A, this yum, which perfectly pairs Italy's milky, berry-topped panna cotta. Sorry, Shaun.
I don't think it has berry on it.
With Poland's most decadent dark chocolate. Exhibit B, Warsaw. The city's historic architecture would have been lost to World War II damage if not for the paintings of Bernardo Bellati, an Italian Renaissance artist who had carefully depicted 26 unique views of the cityscape. With the paintings as a guide, the city was rebuilt to its former glory. A wonderful duo indeed. I am looking at the ingredients. Dark chocolate, sugar, unsweetened chocolate, cocoa powder, cocoa butter, milk fat, soy, lecithin, salt. Then there's sugar, palm oil, apple pulp, whey, raspberry preparation.
Oh, yeah, it kind of smells raspberry-ish.
Yeah.
Sorry, Shaun.
Yeah. Poo. Look good.
It smells good.
Yeah.
So,
At least you got to smell it.
I got the smell of it.
it's good.
And I'm like, don't rave about it. You'll make Shaun feel bad. Don't say how good it is. Shaun is delicious.
It's the best thing in the box. 5 out of 5.
It is very good. I like the raspberry. It's very pungent.
Mm-hmm.
It's almost tart.
Yeah.
And it goes with the dark chocolate very well.
Yeah.
3.5.
Well, we started out this Snackrifice with something that Shaun couldn't have. And we finished.
With something you couldn't have.
I'm
Sorry,
going to
Shaun.
go 4 on
I
that
could
one.
breathe on you now.
All right.
Raspberry dark chocolate.
So that closes out for this box.
You done good, Poland. I was worried that we'd end up with sauerkraut crap, but
all
no.
sauerkraut.
all sauerkraut. No.
Sauerkraut candy.
Oh my god, what was it?
Chocolate covered sauerkraut.
What did we get? What did we do last time that I hated? Like everything in the box.
was-
Denmark. Everything was like salted licorice or
Yeah.
just blech.
Oh, like salted, like black licorice?
Yeah.
Ugh.
Or dark licorice and chocolate. Like dark licorice coated in chocolate.
Like that anise, like the
Black licorice
coated in
Coated
chocolate.
in chocolate.
Oh, no thanks. No,
All right.
You would have
So,
loved that episode.
no.
Out of the Poland box, the least favorite item, or let's do most favorite actually. The most favorite item out of the Poland box, I think, hands down, for all of us,
The milk fudge.
was the
The
caramels. So like the little cow
The little cow.
caramel.
Yeah, the tiny bites.
Tiny bites.
Yeah, teeny bite caramel, delicious. That was far and away. I mean, we had a few other items that we all enjoyed. It seemed like the pretzel sticks were one that all of us liked, and
What was the first thing we all liked? You very much liked it.
oh, the marshmallow bar.
Oh, the marshmallow bar.
Yeah.
I put
That's
it
decent.
at a 4. It was all right.
Yeah, we liked the marshmallow bar. We liked the pretzel sticks. I mean, they're kind of pretty consistent across
Yeah.
the board that we really liked.
Right. Now the least favorite, the Yum Bag giveths, and it
Yum
also
Bag
taketh
taketh away.
away.
Or it yeeteth and it yoinketh.
So that being said, the yogurt candy,
The yogurt cheese
The
candy.
yogurt cheese candy.
Yeah.
I don't think it's supposed to taste like cheese.
not very good at all. That was at the bottom end of our scale for that one. But yeah. So you had that caramel and then that atrocity.
And I think probably second down at the bottom for at least Mike and I was the mint glazed gingerbread. Not because they were inherently bad, you want to spit them out awful, but they're just too confusing, contradicting flavors. Cinnamon and mint together. It's just not my favorite combo. Shaun, you have
Yeah, I like them.
a different makeup than us.
Shaun was generally pretty positive across the board. I mean, his next lowest rated thing was the chocolate covered gingerbread cookie, and that was a 3.
Yeah,
Everything else was higher than a 3. Shaun.
I think Shaun very much likes the Polish flavors
Yeah.
of snacks.
Yeah.
I think the most interesting, maybe not the best, but the most interesting one was the butter chips.
Yeah.
My fingers still smell like butter.
I would say actually the most interesting thing was the mint glazed gingerbread cookies. That was the most interesting to me. Did I like it? No, but it was probably one of the more interesting flavor profiles. The butter chips was a close second there. But yeah, I think that closes us out for tonight for Willing Snackrifice.
It was fun.
Great time. Shaun, thanks for joining us as always.
It's been real. It's been fun.
Yeah.
It's been real fun.
Stay tuned for future Snackrifices. We'll be back with another snack box coming soon. I've been saying it for months. We'll probably add on another snack box soon. And stay tuned. We are going to do an ice cream social episode. Stay tuned for that. It's coming. It's coming very soon. And that you're going to want to tune in for. It's going to be epic.
Take your insulin.
Yep, indeed. All right. Well, if you're willing to Snackrifice with us, reach out to us on all of our socials and all that good stuff. Share a comment on our videos. Do any of that stuff. Let us know, man. You can subscribe to these boxes, and we'll have you on.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
time to go.
yeah, let's get out of here.
Thanks so much.
Yep. Have a good night, everybody.
Good night.
Bye.